Alright, it is go time. Our hand would be great if we had infinite mana, but unfortunately we have 0. And now we only have 1 mana. We do have a Nissa, so if we draw 2 lands in a row, gonna be okay. From my experience, this deck does not mulligan super well. So it's kind of tough, especially with my opponent on 7 cards. I'm just gonna keep it though. Like, I have a Magma Spray, and then I have a Claws if I draw another land. If my opponent's playing Mono Red or some such. But this hand is certainly not good. Alright, there's a forest. Step 1. We are very close to having a reasonable hand. Forest Swamp is interesting, and we're at 3 mana. So, good to go mostly. Don't have double red for Storm Breath yet. Have a lot of forests, but might be alright. We'll see. Depends what our opponent decides to do here. First play is turn 3 Shaman of the Pack. What the hell's going on? I'm gonna ding that thing in response to the ability so we don't take damage. And I think we're gonna save this Boon Satyr for a potential bestow. Although it is possible that we could just play it and clear the way. That might also work, but if our opponent kept a hand that started on Shaman of the Pack, it's probably because they had a bunch of Collected Companies or Sylvan Messengers. So I'm not sure that plan would even work all that well, but we'll see. Oh, there's Messenger. Into nothing. Nice card. 4 mana, 2/2 trample. Very powerful. So this is the turn. Well, I guess unless we even drew a land, we couldn't even like kill this guy and play Nissa. So I think this might actually work out better. Get to kill his thing, play our land, attack with Nissa, play Boon Satyr, and then Claws, maybe another Messenger or whatever. So playing against elves is interesting. Not played against too many elf decks. So, opponent played the land before the Visionary, which is kind of weird. Ultimate price is my Nissa. I'm fine with that. Now we need a Haven. Draconic Roar is not bad. I think we cast that to get the Visionary out of the way. I'm going to reveal Thunderbreak Region instead of Storm Breath, so they don't necessarily know the Storm Breath is coming. And then this puts our opponent to 11 when we have Crater's Claws, so this doesn't seem like the worst spot to be in. Is this a Winnower? That'd be really good. Just another Messenger, different picture. So this one draws all the cards. Alright. Sage, 2 Elvish Mystics, and a Dwynen. Dwynen's elite. Opponent is rocking all the promos. Making good use of their Magic Online business. So here's the elite, probably, yeah. Now we need a red. We need to Storm Breath our opponent this turn. Well, we can Claws for 5. And if we draw land, just Claws him again. So maybe this will work. Hopefully we don't die. Or our Boon Satyr does not die. Well, I guess he has a Rex Sage, so our Boon Satyr's probably going to die. And they have a Jungle Hollow. Probably should have traded off Boon Satyr there, since it's just going to get Saged. I don't know, though. Opponent has Big Dwynen. Probably going to have to Claws that thing. So we could trade here, but if we don't draw land, we can't Claws the Dwynen. So I think we have to take it. And then after we Claws Dwynen, we can hold off the army. So we have 6 damage, but I think we just have to Claws the Dwynen and attack. And might as well just do it for the full amount. Opponent not playing Elvish Mystic last turn was pretty smart, because they're playing around the potential claws. So that worked out well for them. Now they have to block. And now they'll probably just play Sage and the 2 Mystics unless they have something better, maybe an Obelisk. So I know 3 out of his 5 cards. Then maybe Stormbreath can carry it home. We shall see. If we get one hit in with Stormbreath and it dies, we still have a lot of live draws too. It's possible maybe we just want to play Thunderbreak next turn and then just like get him for 8. Because then we have a blocker, and if they have an ultimate price, they have to take 3 to remove the Thunderbreak, which opens them up to dying to Stormbreath. So yeah, maybe Thunderbreak is better next turn, especially if we draw an Elvish Mystic. That'd be great. So pretty weird game. I cut the Angers out of my board, I believe. Yep. Womp womp. Why'd I do that? I'm so stupid. Should have known that I was going to play against elves. What is this? Another messenger? Just going off. Another Dwynen? It's a lot of those. So I now know 6 of my opponent's 7 cards. So there's the Trapper. Then you're going to play an Elite or 2 Mystics. Looks like an Elite. So their last card is not an untapped land, otherwise I would have just played that. I get hit for 4 down to 9. And actually, me playing this Thunderbreak as a blocker is no longer that good because of the Trapper. And I think I'm supposed to attack with this Boon Satyr. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, but that leaves me dead on board. This is not good. This is not good at all. So if I don't attack with the Boon Satyr, it gets saged. If I do attack with the Boon Satyr, he blocks with the 1/1 and then still has 9 points. So I guess if I play the Thunderbreak, then the Trapper is not an attacker, because otherwise I can just block. So yeah, I'm supposed to attack with Boon Satyr and then play the Thunderbreak Regent. Although it's... Yeah, I guess since I drew Boon Satyr, even if they didn't block, they're dead. But before I drew the Boon Satyr, they could probably just take this. And like, sure, they died to Roar or Claws or whatever, but... Maybe my opponent doesn't know that it's an enchantment. It's entirely possible. Because especially with how the math worked out, blocking with a 2/2 is not great. I guess they have another Dwynen. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm just dead on board. Never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. Forgot about the other Dwynen. They do have to cast the Dwynen in order for me to die, though, so... I guess they could just not cast their card and I could live, but that seems highly unlikely. And yeah, one of the big problems with this deck, I think, is dying before you get to cast all your spells. And this is certainly an issue this game, because if I had time to play all my dragons and do dragony stuff, then I'd be okay. But Sylvan Messenger, not the first one, but certainly the second 2 were quite good. I can't have anything, man. If you're thinking, presumably you're actually looking at my life total, in which case I'm just dead on board. But I'll make you do it, I guess. Certainly a possibility that they miss it, but very unlikely. I don't think there's any reason to just concede. Not even sure what I could have for just green mana. Fog's not legal. And you can't play around fog anyway. So if he doesn't attack with the Trapper... Yeah, okay, I'm dead. Doesn't attack with the Trapper, I have to block, and then they Death Touch, and I still die. So, well, there's a Draconic Roar. Alrighty. So, removal is reasonable, but it's still not great, because they have a lot of ways to draw cards. I don't really like the Boon Satyrs. Roast is good if they have multiple Dwynens. Definitely want Atarka and Xenagos. And then, what do I want to cut? How good are these Den Protectors? Probably pretty good. I guess, like, Den Protector Boon Satyr is a way to win, but the Flyers are also quite good. I don't know. All my cards seem pretty reasonable here. Maybe the Storm Breaths are actually just supposed to go because they're so expensive, but they make my roars worse. If I do cut them. I guess I'm boarding in a couple of Tarkas, so it is possible that I still have enough dragons. Let's see, doing something like this, and I'm not sure what to do with the other two cards. I suppose I could just cut Nissa. Doesn't rumble very well. But now I'm like pretty threat light. I feel like I still want all these Storm Breaths, but like they have main deck ultimate price. They might board in Plummet too. I'm not sure if I want to go like the removal plus Den Protector plan or you know, just try and kill them with dragons. I don't know. It's possible that on the play I want dragons. Maybe no Den Protectors. Kind of weird way of doing things. I don't think I've ever sideboarded like that before. Well, this sounds pretty good. I'm all in on some 4/4 hasters. But Flying Haste, Pro White, Monstrous. Ability when it becomes monstrous, that's a lot of text. It does a lot of things. So I could play ETB tap lands and face up Rattleclaw, or Mana Confluence face down Rattleclaw. I don't think it changes much. I think I'd rather just get the ETB on tap, or ETB tap land in play. And then even if he kills one of my things, I still get to play a Thunderbreak. Elvish Visionary. That's probably not going to do it. That'd be my guess. And I think I want to play Thunderbreak before I do anything else. And then this punishes my opponent for killing my first dragon. And either way, I'm still dealing 8 over the 2 turns with Storm Breath and Thunderbreak, so I think this is okay. Elves is weird, though. Not sure what my opponent can have, really. I am down a game, though. I might actually lose to the Elves. They might get me. Turn 2 Visionary is not exactly a powerful start, but yeah, see, there's the price, so they take 3, so that's good. They can't really attack. And I'm going to tap the Rattleclaw and attack with the Mystics. So if he wants to block, that's fine. That might clear the way for the Rattleclaw next turn. It does take me off a potential Monstrous, but I still have this follow-up Storm Breath. So it's a couple turns until we actually have to worry about that. And opponent is obviously pretty good at refilling the board, so we'll just go with another Dagron. Dagrons, you're at 5. Opponent just concedes. Alright, so the Dragon Plan on the play worked out kind of well, I guess. What about on the draw? Thunderbreak is still a reasonable blocker, but it's pretty bad against the Trapper. Well, I do think that's a reasonable swap to make. But are these Nisses good? Are the Boon Satyrs good? Because I can pants up a Den Protector. Boon Satyrs just, like, so not great overall. Really trying to deal a lot of damage with Den Protector Death Mist Raptor with this configuration. I don't mind this start. Opponent mulligans. Makes me feel even better. Elvish Mystic's certainly a good start, but Temple's pretty good for me too. Do I want this Elvish Mystic? I kind of do. Because maybe I can ramp to Xenagos, and then that gives me another thing for the +1 on Xenagos to get to Atarka faster, so I do think I want this. It's possible that I don't even play it on turn 2 because I want a Draconic Roar. Depends what my opponent plays, probably. So if they're setting up for a 4-drop, I definitely want to slow them down. So many 4s between, like, Dwynen and Sylvan Messenger. Well, there's a Trapper. Can spray that. That may also slow down the Messenger. Also one less thing that he can Court of Calling off. So yeah, if he misses a land drop this turn, that's pretty good for me. Or at least misses a land drop before he casts anything relevant. Then I get to play Atarka, or I get to play Xenagos and then Atarka next turn. And he can't Winnower it, he can't ultimate price it, so hopefully it's good. Then we have a Den Protector 2, which is pretty nice. So, make a 2/2. Don't think I want to attack with it. I don't know what he could have to, like, pump his Visionary enough to kill my Xenagos, though. And I'm still only 2 mana away from Atarka. Basically 1 mana away, because I have the Confluence already. And he just concedes. Okay. So, I guess he knew I had the Atarka. Yeah. Yeah, I should have tuned with Roar. So, that makes sense. He knows Atarka's coming, and he's probably just going to die to an 8/8. So, that's going to wrap it up. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe this matchup's not bad. Certainly Anger of the Gods would have helped a lot. Then I could have stayed on the Dragon Plan and not been so wishy-washy, but it kind of worked out that way. And I think siding out the Stormbreaths on the draw is probably correct because I'd much rather have more removal to contain them and try to draw into a Atarka or at least like whittle them down with Death Mist Raptor. So that's it. 1-0.